Hi guys, I hope all of you are doing well. You ever have those moments where you just lock yourself in your bedroom? That's what Becca and I are doing right now. If you hear any banging, that's just the kids. Don't mind them at all. No, it's um, we're we're still living in boxes and don't know how much longer we're going to be, but still wanted to spend a few minutes with y'all. So, a few things about this lesson. We're starting the Gospel Project. I hope y'all are excited about that. I am too. I heard a couple of reports of students kind of groaning over the fact that we're back in Genesis already. I looked at the calendar. It was well over 2 years ago since we've done that. So by and large, most of the students haven't done Genesis before, but the few that have, they may remember some things, but it's still so good to do this again. Um, but I hope y'all like this curriculum. There's so many good things in here, and a lot of it's self-explanatory, but just a few thoughts. Number one, this lesson is going to answer maybe the most important question that man has ever asked, and it really is just the question, is God real? Um, and if God is real, then what do we need to do with him? This begins the story of explaining that. Even more importantly, for us Christians, is since God's real, what do we need to do with him? And the answer is we need to follow Jesus. And what the Gospel Project is going to do so well is help our students understand that Jesus is the point of the Bible. Right, and so use that phrase, use it a lot. We're going to be using it a lot over the next 3 years as we travel through this together. But again, Jesus is the point of the Bible. So this begins the process of explaining that. Number two, in that second section of the curriculum, that specifically where it says going further with the story, that 7 words for 7 truths is so stinking awesome. I'd really love it if y'all went over all 7 of those things with the students. The middle schoolers can get it. They won't get it quite as well as the high schoolers will, which is generally true. But there's still such awesome stuff there. And if you're like me, as you're reading through that, it's just encouraging to see and hear that. And pretty amazing, just really 7 different words and 7 different big thoughts there. Number 3, I just think this one's really fun. Option number 1 to open up the lesson. Ask the student specifically, and they didn't word it this way, but I'm going to. Ask them what is maybe their favorite beginning of a story. And it can be a fairy tale, it can be a movie, it can be a book, but that should spark some fun conversations. I am probably going to bring up the movie Up. Now, I realize if you've seen the movie Up, that's a pretty sad movie, but it also, it's like 7 minutes, the start of it. You're locked in and you're ready to hear the rest of this story after experiencing the start of that movie. And that's how a great beginning goes. That's what the scriptures do here for us too. And then the last thing, Psalm chapter 19 that we looked at just a few weeks ago. If the students are on it and they're listening, they're going to be reminded of that psalm from this lesson, and that's an okay thing. In fact, you guys probably noticed Psalm 19 is referenced in the curriculum. Bring that back up. That's actually a good thing. We want them to understand how the Bible meshes together with all of it. And again, we're constantly pointing them back to Jesus. And so it's good to bring up lessons from a few weeks ago. Help them spark those memories, because we're people that easily forget stuff. Again, I hope you guys are doing great. As always, I'm praying for you. Oh, I'm sorry. Last thing. The last 2 pages, you guys probably figured that out. But the last 2 pages are pretty great because they just are simple little summaries of the lesson. So if you want to walk into class with just those last 2 pages, that makes it really, really convenient. But that's completely up to y'all. If I can do anything to help you, please don't hesitate to call on me. Thank you for everything that you're doing. Again, we love y'all. We're praying for you, and we'll see you later. Bye.